Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Monday, April 3rd, 2023. I do, of course, want to genuinely thank you so much for joining me for this reading. But as always, as we proceed, do keep in mind it's general. All right, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But the overall message I got for us for this Monday, this is better. This is better. There's a highlighting of what is better for you in comparison to the past. You know, what you're wrapped up with, what you're about to get into, wrap oneself up with. It could be a future commitment that you're considering. You might have a choice that you're stepping closer to making, right? Say you're looking for a new job, browsing for people online in regards to dating or just making a new friend. I feel like there's more than one thing happening here when it comes to this is better. But don't be surprised if it's a day where, and this might have been happening to you recently, I know it's been happening for me, where Spirit's highlighting through your thoughts, your dreams, occurrences, reminding you of a past situation that you glorified in one way, if not multiple ways, and potentially still do when you reflect upon it, especially in those moments when you're focusing on the imperfection of what you're wrapped up with. Say it's your living situation, where you're working, who you're dating, you name it. Could be, again, friendship. But I do feel like this is important to keep things realistic when it comes to the memories, not to completely discard the positives of whatever this was for you. It could be, again, more than one situation, but for some it's just one. But it does feel like it's Spirit's way of putting you into a realistic, productive mindset, a positive one, even though it's kind of contradicting to an extent to think they're highlighting negative occurrences and aspects of the past to keep you or to bring you back to a positive way of being. But it's effective all the meanwhile. So don't let this feel disheartening. To remember what didn't work in your favor or why something didn't work out. Could have been a tower moment or something you chose to end, or just kind of came to a halt and ending altogether. But I feel like, again, some of what's drawn to the reading are being prepared to make an important choice. For Monday, pulling an overall message, overall energy from the Tattoo Tarot deck, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be moments throughout this day where you're feeling grounded, but then you blank out. It feels like something happens really quickly and that feels kind of off for you. You might find that it's a day where you're just spacing out at certain points. And this could be that moment when you get that reminder or just a bit of clarity. Something comes to be of concern for some. But the Queen of Pentacles, because I feel as if this is a day where you're thinking about your money. Again, sorry, that was a bit twitchy. You could be spiritually messed with throughout this day. I know I probably will be. But, okay, it's a guarantee. But I do feel as if there's, for some, thoughts of how to make more money moving forward. Am I spending too much? Am I saving enough? These kind of thoughts and I want to say concerns for some will come to mind, will come to be. But I do feel like they're saying a cunning way about you. It feels as if you're knowing that you're looking good throughout this day, but how is your energy feeling? Because that does add to your overall appeal and the quality of what you're producing, developing, and does help when it comes to your decision-making process for some. But the Eight of Wands as well, because I do feel as if it's a day where you are gaining communication from Spirit, right? And this doesn't always come in the form of words, right? It could be synchronicities, images, stuff of that nature. I would pay attention to angel numbers if you do find yourself seeing them. And that could be anywhere, not just on the time clock. But look at that. Again, I feel like there's money to be made throughout this day and moving forward, as long as you so choose to trust your intuition in regards to how to go about doing just that. Let's pull from the Light Seers, because I feel like I'm losing my voice. But the King and Queen here at the split deck of Cups, King and Queen of Cups, I do feel like this is meant to be a peaceful Monday, right? Even if you're not feeling 100% or at all peaceful within your mind, heart, and soul, there needs to be levels of strategy implemented to feel more at ease, all right? To allow yourself to feel comfortable, okay? Because that comfort's going to give you a sense of energy upgrade. Interesting. But I wouldn't be surprised if you find yourself glowing at a certain point, if not throughout the day as a whole. And they're saying, if you look at the imagery in the background, there is a ship coming in, okay? And this ship is going to look different for everybody. And it's a ship of gold is what I'm hearing. It's a golden opportunity to connect with somebody to a level of success, or to make more money, or to simply live a more comfortable, accurate life for you. Beautiful. And I feel like this is going to lead to other changes in your life. To continue pulling, the the Knight of Cups in reverse. There may be a focus on a lack of communication, or a lack of that perfect somebody for you, that Knight of Cups, male or female, a lack of romance, or a lack of magical connecting. I feel as if this is a day where you're meant to realize that when you're meant to meet that right somebody, or when you're meant to reconnect with that person, it's going to happen. But I also feel like, say for you specifically, you're connecting with somebody who you're dating or committed to at this time, a feeling of disconnect, you feeling kind of far away from them, even if you're right next to them, or your bodies are touching. Interesting wording. Didn't really love it, but a feeling that these kind of occurrences are taking place. Look at that, the Three of Wands, because I do feel like there's thoughts of your future, your horizon, in what lies ahead for you. It feels like things are not going to be the same. Things are not going to be the same. And I feel as if that's also for a specific connection for some that isn't going to be going anywhere anytime soon or at all. Okay? Things are going to transform, but it's up to you to embrace that change, that transformation of that connection, and let it be a healthy one. Okay? But again, I feel like you're being reminded you'll meet that right person when the time is right for some. The Three of Wands again. Spirit saying, we need you to be feeling passionate about everything you are wrapped up with, people, places, and situations. And if it strips away your peace or that passion, or pushes you to dim your light in any way, shape, or form, then they're not for you. It's not for you. There's going to be that reminder throughout this day. But I do feel like there's some drawn to the reading are working with their hands, feeling very expressive, very talkative for some. And then other moments you're not feeling talkative. They're saying at a certain point you might want to bite your tongue. I do feel as if you are going to be watering something of importance, and this will work in your favor. This is better. This is better. I feel like you're doing something well throughout this day and gaining abundance in one, if not multiple ways because of it. And that also highlights the fact that you've made the right choice by committing to something, staying consistent with something, putting that effort in, and why you left, I want to say, that job, or why you left that connection, or allowed for it to come to an end as you watered this new connection for yourself, regardless of what type of connection or where, at what stage it's at. But the Knight of Wands, because it feels like, again, you need to keep, marching to the beat of your own individual drum. You need to think about levels of freedom moving forward, but then I feel as if a change might leave you with less freedom in one way, but more freedom in another. Say you're gaining a job. It's going to leave you with less freedom as far as having to work that job, less free time, or regardless of what you would have done with that time. But you're also now going to gain some financial freedom. Does that make sense? And the freedom to choose where to go, what to do more so, and not to stress over your financial future. But you can apply that as you should, right, if it's not a new job. But they're saying, say it's a relationship, more connecting, more love, more romance and fun, but less free hermit mode time. The Judgment card and the Hanged Man, because I do feel like there's honesty coming towards you from Spirit, from potentially other people or one particular person. But are you being completely honest with yourself? It feels like there's a moment of realization, or just thinking something is healthy when it's not, or just thinking something hasn't gotten out of control, but it has. Something will come to an end soon, but you also are not taking the steps to do that. It feels like, for a lot drawn to the reading, there is a focus on one, if not multiple habits that need to come to an end moving forward, or be minimalized so you can live your healthiest lifestyle. It feels like preparation for a next chapter for you, or a different level of success that you're meant for, or both. They're saying, say you have this perfect somebody coming in moving forward. Do you want this bad habit, or if not multiple, to get in the way of the connection success that you're meant for, that relationship success? Or if it's this new job, do you want to see it come to a point where that gets in the middle of you and that success, or potentially risks you not being able to continue with that position or that situation to the best of your ability or at all? All right. So there's that realistic push from spirit to be honest, to adjust your perspective, okay? And to make certain adjustments moving forward, again, to see oneself with no risks that are unnecessary or unhealthy, to eliminate that weight as well, however that looks for you. But to wrap this up, it's a day where, again, there's thoughts of the past, your present, and the future, and how that all intertwines, and how things have improved, and how to improve more so moving forward. But when it comes to, again, that choice moving forward for some, regardless, I feel like you're going to have important choices to make. Needing to trust your intuition once again, and you need to recognize that you made certain choices, changes, or just felt the need to adjust and flow with what changed if it fell out of your control, and things have improved. Things are going to improve again more so moving forward. You're in the driver's seat, so how are we going to change things, right? And they're reminding you, this is better. And then it might come to a choice moving forward. This is better. This is better. Do you get the point? This is a day where you're being pushed to strive for, they're saying imperfection at times, but to strive for improvement all the meanwhile, to live your best life. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Monday, and I'll definitely see you next time.